there's something that I know Courtney and I have been talking about. So Courtney and I have recently gotten really obsessed with the CO1B. Like
Yes, for sure.
recently.
The outboard.
Yes.
The
whole thing. Because there's like plugin emulations that people, it's like a gold rush. They're trying to run to the best CO1B right now. Because we all want it, but
there's different versions. Like AUAD one, there's an actual CO1B one.
Yes.
So there's different ones. Nothing is ever the real thing.
Warm audio. Facts.
But in a pinch.
Right.
Yeah,
for sure. Something. I was interested because Chris, and not even just Chris specifically, but Chris in general is a very dynamic singer.
Very dynamic.
Like he could be subtle and then he can go ape, right?
Super high.
So what I always wanted to know, because for some reason when I listen to your vocal mixes, they have this ability to stay very upfront.
Yep.
They're still extremely bright in a sense and very there. But then you have kind of like this 3D dimension to it where I feel like you're putting like an eighth note delay underneath. Like,
so that goes into the width thing that we were talking about earlier. So basically what I'll do is I'll put this like slap back eighth delay, but I'll filter it underwater so that you don't hear it, but you feel it.
Right.
And that brings width to the vocal as well as also creating like a dimensional thing, but it creates width without you necessarily saying, oh, there's a delay there making the width. You kind of just feel that the vocal's a little bit wider, but you're not noticing it right away that it's a delay until you really think about it, like you said, and you're like, oh, that's an eighth note delay. So that's one of my go-tos, and I also don't put like some people put a quarter note when we're recording. The quarter note's just like going. But when you're creating the mix in the song, I'm also creating space. So I'm only putting delays where I feel like quarter notes and half note delays where there's a moment.
Where you're just like letting it throw.
Where you're letting it throw. And for some artists, it's different. For some artists, they want that constant constantly there, and so that's why everyone is so different. But specifically with certain records, especially the demo too, because as a mixer, I'm following the damn demo.
That's a fact.
The number one way for you to get the worst sentence, and that sentence being "What's your kill fee?" is to not follow the demo. If you think, oh, fuck the demo, I'm about to do me. You're dealing with it with a part of your ego that you shouldn't be. That's not your fucking song. You weren't there. All the delays and all the drops, they're there because they spent hours in the studio doing that. For you to come in and take that away because you think that it's not necessary is completely crazy. Now, there are times where you're like, okay, in the demo, the delay is way too loud. Let me just bring it down or compress it a little bit. So there's ways to work around and compromise. But to sit there and like be like, oh, fuck, that's stupid. It's like that's where the thinking is going to get you to the point where the artist's going to hear the mix and be like, oh, it doesn't really sound like how I thought it was. How I've been listening to the damn demo hundreds of times. Because I'll tell you right now, the demo that you're using has been listened to 1,000
facts.